Have you ever noticed how some words seem to land directly in your heart, as though they were written only for you? Out of countless voices, endless pages, and millions of videos, you are here. In this exact moment, receiving these lines. It feels almost like destiny whispering. A hidden appointment with your soul. Threads of light, invisible yet undeniable, weave through your consciousness. Quantum physics calls it entanglement. Particles mysteriously linked across distance, beyond formulas and equations. But what if it is also a spiritual resonance? The way you sense a friend before they call. The way the atmosphere in a room shifts the moment someone enters. The way a chance meeting feels more like fate than coincidence. These are not accidents. They are the subtle bonds shaping reality, a luminous web of hidden connections. Right now, you can feel those bonds tugging at you. Déjà vu, uncanny synchronicities, sudden waves of emotion, or time itself seeming to stretch and bend. Your awareness is tuned into the entangled field. This web is intricate and alive, interlacing people, places, memories, and timelines in a shimmering network. It's dynamic, always in motion. Thinkers and mystics alike describe it as the soul weaving relationships, sculpting experience, and guiding destiny. Every choice you make ripples outward into this unseen field, aligning you with divine timing and seen design. Radiant threads connect your inner awareness to the larger fabric of reality. They are not just theory. They are living forces, perceptible only to consciousness that is tuned in. Subtle currents guide your experiences and choices. They hold the hidden key to how your reality is constructed. In physics, quantum entanglement is one of the great mysteries. When two particles interact, their states become inseparable. No matter how far apart they travel, the state of one instantly reflects the other. Einstein once called it spooky action at a distance. There is no signal, no messenger, only a hidden connection that defies ordinary explanation. But beyond scientific language, entanglement is also a profound metaphor for our inner lives. Just as particles remain bound, so too do our relationships, our memories, our emotions. The connections we share, whether brief or lifelong, create energetic links that echo across time and space. Understanding this helps us see how deeply interconnected we truly are. Our attention, our intentions, and the resonance of our emotions don't just shape our personal reality. They ripple into the subtle field linking us with others. Entanglement reveals that separation is never absolute. The universe itself is a living network of inseparable relationships, waiting to be consciously navigated. And here's the truth. The invisible threads connecting you are far stronger than you imagine. They are shaping your reality before you even noticed. Beyond particles, entanglement also appears in human life as invisible contracts, unspoken agreements, and recurring patterns that influence behavior and choice. Most of the time, we don't even realize we're caught in them. But they reveal themselves through repetition. Family dynamics that echo across generations. A friend who always pushes the same buttons. A partner who awakens the same old fears. A career obstacle that shows up again and again. These are signatures of entanglement, energetic loops calling attention to what is unresolved. Invisible contracts are not good or bad. They are mirrors. They reflect lessons still waiting to be integrated. When you recognize them, you create the space for liberation. Awareness is the first step. By seeing the tie, you shift from unconscious repetition to conscious choice. The moment you acknowledge the pattern, a new possibility emerges. A doorway opens to transformation. To step into alignment with higher frequency reality. Remember this. What you see repeating in your life is often the mirror of hidden entanglement, waiting for your conscious participation. These bonds communicate beyond words. They transmit through energy, through resonance. They whisper through moods, thoughts, and impulses. A single glance, a subtle tone, a shift in body language. Each carries information across the unseen web. Dreams, flashes of intuition. Sudden knowing these two are signals traveling the threads of entanglement. Your nervous system is designed to feel them. When you are present and aware, you notice shifts in collective energy and sense emotional feedback that others overlook. These signals are constant, flowing through the web, whether in intimate relationships or wider fields of consciousness. When you learn to notice them, you gain access to deeper insight into patterns, motivations, and the true dynamics of your environment. These subtle cues guide you. They offer warning, opportunity, and alignment. They invite you to respond with intention rather than unconscious reaction. Through awareness, you begin to translate the hidden language of entanglement. Ordinary interactions become tools for growth. Everyday experiences become gateways into the quantum web of reality. And then there is coherence. In physics, coherence means waves move in harmony, amplifying one another. Spiritually, it is the moment when your attention, intention, and emotion fall into alignment. When your inner state stabilizes, you project a clear frequency that shapes your world with purpose. When people share this state together, when two or more align their energy, the field between them strengthens. Resonance grows. Conversations flow effortlessly. Creativity multiplies. Possibility expands. Coherence is not perfection, it is a return. A return to clarity, to harmony, to alignment with the deeper currents that are always here. So notice the patterns. Name the contracts. Feel the subtle signals. Align your attention, intention, and emotion, because the invisible threads weaving through your life are alive. They are not random. They are luminous currents of connection, shaping your reality in every moment. The question is not whether you are entangled. The question is, will you remain unconscious, repeating the loops? Or will you lean in, become aware, and choose with clarity? The threads are waiting. Lean closer, listen, recognize them. And in that recognition, step into the living web of reality, where you are not just a passive participant, but a conscious co-creator. Decisions begin to arise with clarity, and possibilities unfold far beyond what a single consciousness could ever manifest on its own. When groups, teams, or communities align in intention, they enter a state of collective coherence. This isn't about controlling outcomes, it's about holding energy with clarity, embodying the frequency of what you seek to manifest, and allowing interactions to harmonize naturally. Consistently nurturing your own coherence becomes the foundation for personal quantum shifts and for shaping the entangled fields that surround you. Decoherence is the opposite. In physics, it describes how a wave of potential collapses into a fixed state when disrupted by its environment. Spiritually, it mirrors what happens when our intention, attention, or emotions fragment, when fear, resistance, or unconscious habits break our alignment. Stress and old programming trigger the familiar, causing loops to repeat and synchronicities to fade. Interactions grow heavy, outcomes feel misaligned. Yet decoherence is not failure, it's a signal, an invitation to return to alignment. The first step is recognition. Fatigue, misunderstandings, frustration, or emotional exhaustion are all signs. When you notice them without judgment, you can reset your frequency. Practices like conscious breathing, simple rituals, and mindful presence restore coherence, reopening the field of possibility and allowing entangled bonds to resonate again. When coherence is present, it's unmistakable. Conversations flow effortlessly. Misunderstandings are rare. A calm presence permeates the space. Even silence feels full rather than empty. Physically, coherence shows up as relaxed posture, synchronized breathing, or a feeling of expansion in the body. Emotionally, you feel clarity, ease, and trust. Mentally, decisions come naturally, intuition sparks, and creativity flows without resistance. By contrast, incoherence appears as tension, reactivity, and repeated frustration. Recognizing these signals lets you step back, reset, and return to harmony. Some bonds stretch across time, creating entangled timelines that shape your present reality. Recurring dreams, repeated experiences, or cycles you can't seem to escape. These are signs of entangled patterns. They reveal lessons waiting for acknowledgement. What feels like endless repetition is really an opportunity, a chance to become conscious of what has been unconscious. Entangled timelines show us that past, present, and future are not separate. They are woven together. When you choose with awareness, you shift probabilities across timelines, changing outcomes that once seemed inevitable. Recognizing these patterns gives you the power to break repetition and align with a higher path. Entanglement doesn't stop with the self. It extends into ancestry and karma. Many loops we experience are echoes of generational wounds or inherited patterns. Family dynamics, unspoken beliefs, and repeated emotional triggers carry across lifetimes. Recognizing them allows you to separate what truly belongs to you from what was carried unconsciously. This is not punishment, it's guidance. These inherited entanglements are invitations to evolve, to transform old loops into growth, and to align with your highest timeline. The act of timeline shifting begins when recognition becomes choice. You start altering the trajectory by choosing new responses, new actions, new states of being. Intention alone is not enough, it must be embodied. Your body, emotions, and awareness must align as one, broadcasting your chosen frequency into the field. Without embodiment, intention remains abstract. With it, your energy reconfigures the entangled web, allowing new experiences to emerge. Recognition must be followed by integration and release. Old patterns can't just be noticed, they must dissolve. This means observing triggers and recurring dynamics, tracing their origin, and releasing them with compassion. Each release creates space for higher frequency experiences. Integration happens when you carry forward the lessons embedded in those loops. This strengthens coherence, ensuring that past entanglements no longer dictate your future. Here lies the paradox. The same bonds that restrict you also carry the seeds of liberation. Entanglements can feel like traps, reinforcing old identities. Yet when consciously engaged, they become mirrors, guides pointing you toward transformation. Limitation and freedom are two sides of the same coin. The moment you recognize the pattern, you reclaim the power to shift. In this work, surrender and resistance are pivotal. Resistance seeks to control, to manipulate outcomes, to cling to the familiar. It keeps you bound to old frequencies. Surrender is not weakness, it is the conscious release of struggle. It is allowing the energy of entanglement to reorganize naturally. In surrender, patterns dissolve and coherence emerges. Resistance prolongs loops. Surrender accelerates transformation. The quantum shift happens when coherence is fully restored and patterns realign. It is sudden, not gradual, a reorganization of your inner and outer reality. Old loops collapse and new possibilities arrive. In that instant, you move from being a reactive participant to a conscious co-creator. Clarity, insight, and presence converge, and reality itself responds to your new frequency. But the shift demands letting go of the old self-identities, patterns, and beliefs that no longer serve you. True transformation requires release. This is not passive, it is an intentional, embodied act. As you dissolve the old, the field reorganizes, stabilizing coherence and aligning you with higher timelines. The deepest secret of quantum transformation is not thought or intention alone, it is embodiment. You don't manifest by chasing reality outside of you. You activate it by becoming the frequency internally. Every thought, every emotion, every breath shapes your field. When your body, mind, and spirit align with your chosen frequency, the universe mirrors it back. Practical exercises help anchor this. Begin with conscious observation. Notice loops and triggers without judgment. Practice micro-rituals. 3 conscious breaths, a hand on your heart, whispering, "I release what no longer serves me." Journal new outcomes for recurring patterns, writing them as if they are happening now. Embody these practices daily, consistently. Even the smallest acts, repeated, reshape your field. Embodiment bridges consciousness and reality. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe. Feel the sensations flowing through you. Scan your body. Release tension with each exhale. Speak affirmations aloud. I am coherent with my highest timeline. My shift is irreversible. Movement, walking, stretching. Flowing with awareness anchors these frequencies deeper into your field. In the realm of entanglement, consent is sacred. Every being holds sovereignty. Trying to manipulate another's field, even with good intentions, creates resistance. True alignment honors your energy and the autonomy of others. Boundaries are clarity, not barriers. Respect strengthens coherence, while control dissolves it. Set the intention. I honor my frequency, and I honor the sovereignty of others. Entanglement also mirrors your shadow, the hidden parts of yourself reflected back through others. These projections and recurring triggers are not punishments but guides. Ask, what part of me is this showing me? Journaling, meditation, and self-reflection reveal the origins. By embracing the shadow with compassion, you release the energy bound to old patterns, strengthening coherence and reclaiming power. Navigating entanglement requires both compassion and firmness. Compassion honors the humanity of others. Firmness protects your energy. Without compassion, boundaries become walls. Without firmness, empathy becomes codependency. The balance of both transforms entanglement into growth, healing, and elevation for you and those around you. Your personal shifts ripple outward. Individual coherence influences the collective. Morphic resonance suggests that persistent patterns at the personal level shape broader fields. Every act of awareness, every micro-ritual, every conscious choice contributes to cultural energy. Your frequency is contagious. This is why intentional groups and communities feel so powerful. Collective practices, shared meditation, synchronized breath, aligned rituals amplify coherence beyond individuals. A single calm presence can shift an entire group's energy. Small circles become nodes of transformation, influencing the wider network of consciousness. Your personal quantum shift is inseparable from collective awakening. By embodying coherence, you seed transformation in others. Create micro-coherent spaces, anchor energy through your presence, and engage in consistent shared practices. These actions compound, slowly reorganizing the collective field. And now you arrive at the heart of the journey. You have traveled through entanglement, coherence, timelines, ancestral threads, shadow, and surrender. You have seen that every loop, every bond, every repetition is not an obstacle but a mirror. Declare your shift. I am coherent with my highest timeline. I release what no longer serves me. My energy is aligned. My consciousness is expanded. My reality responds to my frequency. Write it. Speak it. Breathe it. Notice the shift begin. Share your practice. Step into your highest timeline. That you are not here by accident. You were called, prepared across timelines to embody this frequency. Step fully into it. Allow your new reality to unfold.